So we're going to go, we have to be at the Allen County Courthouse for their JCAP graduation. I got these for our guys, and then I got them for theirs. They have their names on them. And it says, yeah. So before the end of their graduation, Keely knows I have something for them, and she'll call me up. Will you guys please come up with me? And then we'll just all present them to them. And, you know, just thank them for allowing us to come in, help them put their program together, and letting us be a small part of it.
Yes, and the Sheriff of Allen County just called and asked if you could give a 5 to 7 minute speech.
I'll make it 20.
He said there's going to be probably 800 to 900 people there. So, you know, if you just keep it short.
I'll make it 20. There'll be like...
you do whatever you need to do, but I'm just telling you.
Okay, do you want the address? Because you have to go in through the, I'm going to write this down.
I know where it's at.
You have to go in through the Clinton Street entrance.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, that way you can flip your lights on in case we need them.
15-passenger van outruns a Charger. What could go wrong?
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. When I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home, I'm making my way.
So the jailers have a much bigger role than people give them credit for, because it's not just a matter of sitting in a room and watching people on camera. Some people have been going to jail for a long time, for decades. And so the old-time jailers, they know them. They know them on kind of more of a personal level. They know their story.
How was work last night?
It was long, but I had a few good chats with a couple of them in the back. And yeah, I've talked to a lot of them about the JCAP. It seems like they've had a lot of interest, and just I've heard people asking for applications already. I've probably had 15, 20 people ask for them.
Yeah. So what do you think about this group that's about to graduate?
Honestly, I think the JCAP, all of the guys that are graduating have come a long way. There's a couple that I can think of that they've proven to themselves that they're ready to go back out. There's not a one of them that didn't deserve that spot.
Yeah, they pretty much all give it 100%.
They give it their all.
I think all the guys that graduated this time have a real shot at, you know, being successful.
My name is Chad Marsh. I'm a sergeant in the jail, Kosciusko County. I've worked here almost 20 years now. I used to work in a factory for a long time. That factory shut down. A friend of mine that worked here, a deputy, said, hey, I got a job, you know, until you find something better if you want to come work in the jail for a little bit. Well, I haven't found anything better, so I'm still here. I think when I first started here, I didn't know what to expect. But I think what I've come to kind of figure out after 20 years is, you know, they're just like me and you. They made a mistake. And just throughout the years, helping them, talking to them while they're here, and when they get out of jail, you know, thank you for actually what you did in here for them. I like to see that I've helped somebody.
Well, it's good to see you guys in here too, because some of you guys I've known for a long time. You're still here. That's the important thing.
How many did you think, I remember what we talked about on our first day here.
Yeah.
How many of us, realistically, how many of us did you think are going to still be sitting here at this point?
Well, I was hoping all of you, but there's always, you know, a couple that's it's just not for them, or, you know, they took it for the wrong reasons. But I'm proud of all you guys, though, that are still sitting here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I had a little girl born today, Chad.
Today?
Yep.
Congratulations. Man.
Thank you.
When they explained JCAP to me, what it was going to be about, and what they were going to do, I thought, this is crazy. These guys are just going to come up to this room for a change of view, to come up here and mess around, think they're privileged because they're on JCAP. And I thought, this is never, ever going to work. But then I started seeing results. And from what I thought about JCAP day one to what I think about it now is 100% different. I see guys 2 years or a year and a half after they've been out of here, I see them at Walmart. A guy that I thought never would even make it through JCAP, let alone when he got out, you know, be able to maintain all that. And you run into them and they're like, oh, Chad, hey, this is my wife. This is my little kids. I'm working here. I've had a job. I've been sober. And then you tend to look at it a little different. Like, you know what? This does work. And that's a good feeling from the way I started looking at it from day one.
What do you guys think was the hardest, like which class was the hardest, or which program, or MRT?
Yeah, because we had to get vulnerable. Really had to dig in.
It's kind of hard for you guys here to do, I know.
Yeah, that whole aspect of change, it was difficult because we didn't know anybody in here at the time. A couple of us knew people, but nothing that we shared with anybody else until now.
I felt the same way for the longest time. You know, I don't have any kids. I don't have a significant other or anything right now, but when you're in your active addiction, you're so selfish. You don't, like, I'm only hurting myself. I'm putting this in my body. It's only hurting me. But then when you actually, you know, get the clarity and everything, and the people around you, you find out that you've got this huge support system.
Trust me, I've seen it from the other side. You know, somebody I loved had a bad addiction, you know, and I've seen, you know, what it can do to not just the addict, but everyone around the addict.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it firsthand, so I am proud of all of you for getting this far in this program, and it seems like you're all taking it to heart, and you did it for the right reasons. That's what's good to see.
Thanks, Chad.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
At what point did you guys start to feel like, okay, this program's not going away, and maybe there's good to it? Was there a group that helped you more than anything see that?
It took me 4 or 5 classes to realize it.
Really? That recent?
It took me that long to get used to it.
Okay.
What I told you was true. I thought this program was stupid at first. I thought it was dumb. But then, like I said, as I started seeing people like improve, I knew it had some merit to it. So then I thought, give it a chance, and then we went from there. So
Caleb was a really hard one. He's just a really good guy, takes his job very seriously, is very professional, really tries to excel at being a correctional officer. But I always knew, like, he's kind and he's professional, he is polite to me, but he does not like the program. He was that mindset of like, we're jailers, they are inmates, they have to be treated like an inmate. And we had an experience where a couple of our guys, they got in an argument in the block and they were yelling at each other loud.
when I pulled him out and I talked to him, I just let him talk. First off, I could hear him working through steps. He would say, Courtney told me to try this. Courtney told me I have tried everything. And he was actively trying to work through his anger and his emotions and whatever it was that was getting him worked up. I started to understand more of why they were here and what they were doing and what their purpose is. Whether it's one person graduates out of 100 or 100 graduate out of 100, I know that one in particular, it helped.
His opinion had changed completely, and that he loved the program and he saw that it made a difference in people's lives and that people weren't coming back to the jail, that they were living really great lives, and he was able to see the impact that it was having. My son's been in and out of that jail many, many times,
And it's a hard thing to think that they're not going to see your son for who he is. They don't see the funny side of him. They don't see the kind side. They just see stripes. So when I got to see that Caleb saw more than the stripes, I don't know, it just hit me that people could see my son as more than that. That's it.
All right.
So say you come up to somebody who's unconscious or not breathing. You're gonna come up to them, you're gonna go, hey, are you okay? And see if they're breathing, check their pulse. If they're not breathing, you're gonna get down and you do CPR. Put one hand in between the nipple line, the other hand on top, and you're gonna push down at about a depth of 2 inches at a rate of 100 to 120 compressions a minute. Yeah, you can partner up.
Skylar came to me and just mentioned, like, quietly that he was a certified CPR trainer. And I was like, okay, would you want to do that for the JCAP guys? And he was like, nah.
I wasn't convinced at first when she asked me. I'm like, I wasn't set on the program that it was going to succeed. But, I mean, she never gave up on asking me, and I finally got the courage, and I'm like, I got to give the program at least a shot. And, I mean, I got to give them my time to just try. It's always been an amazing experience. Every class is different. I loved every minute of it.
He saw these people as different than what he had before. He saw beyond the stripes. He saw beyond the rap sheet. He saw humans. It made an impact on him. And so he said that was the single greatest experience of his career.
Courtney, I just want to say thank you for asking me to come teach the guys again, CPR. It truly is an honor. So, I mean, thank you guys.
Well, thank you.
When I call your name, I guess you're right here. Just get your card. Kenny Ferguson. For me to get the opportunity to give the guys their CPR cards is a great satisfaction to me, because I taught these guys and they took it in and took it serious, and they're beyond proud to have this achievement in their life and be able to help other people out in the community.
On behalf of the Kosciusko County Sheriff's Office, we want to congratulate you guys and thank you for welcoming us to your graduation as well. And we are so proud of you. You have a lot to live up to now, because there are going to be people watching you to see your success, and some people who will even be counting on your failure. Don't let them win. Be successful, be proud, rely on your instructors, do all the good things. And we just want to say congratulations. This is just a little token of our pride in what you've done, because you really have accomplished something and you should be so proud. So thank you for having us.
If they're trying, they're actively trying, they're actively giving it their best, they're giving it their all, isn't that all we could ever ask for?
The success of these guys going out back in the community it's amazing to see what they conquer. Reuniting with their family, they're grateful for everything that they get through this program.
It took a while for a lot of the other officers to buy into this. So to hear them, he's not going to make it, he's not going to make it. And I'm, inside I'm thinking, you know what, guys, I've seen this work so many times. And now, they've all bought into it.
I feel incredibly blessed to have been able to come in and pick up JCAP where it was, and to grow it and to be able to share it with other counties, and to see the ripple effect of what our community has put together. That is an amazing feeling. What I did not expect was that having the jailers on board with the program, it would impact those staffing decisions in such a positive way and give us that insight that we were missing for several classes. It all has come together in such a beautiful and miraculous way. I feel like this is something that the Lord wanted me to do, that He saw a need, and He gave me these amazing tools and resources. But because of all of this support, because of our community, we, Kosciusko County, built this amazing program. I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the jailers for their patience and for everything that they poured into the program. I don't think they know the impact that they've had on the program, but also me. And I want to say thank you to our community. I hope they know how much confidence and self-esteem they gave our participants just by coming in for that hour and a half. I really want to say thank you to our community, because they are amazing.